Try not to let anybody take your joy. The joy caves. They will take your joy. Sometimes you can see them on the news. Sometimes you see them walking down the street. Sometimes you work with them. You may have more than you realize. You may be low income, but you got more than they got, or you moved up to the ladder. You know, the ladder's up there and you climbed one little, rung on the ladder, and they're sitting there going, oh, they above me. And you don't know it. They're just looking at you. You could be a manager over a restaurant somewhere, and just because you're the word manager or assistant manager and they're not, and you're over them, you have to watch the joy K's in there. Are they happy for you, or are they watching and trying to sabotage you? You're always watching your back. You got to watch your back, because the joy K's are there. And maybe you don't even know the joy K's. They can be rich people. They can be poor people. They can be people looking down on you or your culture. They may say things that should not be said. And they may be people that you thought had your back the whole time, and they don't have it. Now, a lot of joy K's came out after the election. They're all over the place. But you have to listen to God, and you have to listen to yourself too. God gave you a brain so that you know what you're doing. And you got to move on. We can't stay back with the joy K's, because the joy K's are going to pull us down even more, because we can't stay there. I told you next year you should have some money, get it saved, and if you don't, work toward it, so that you can take advantage of things that are going to pop up in your favor. Things that are going to be there. If you don't have the funds sometime, they pop up and then you go, oh man, I don't got it. Look at that. People do that with stock. Oh man, the stock went up and I didn't even have $200 to put down on it. Or a house pops up that was just, all of a sudden, there's the house. You don't have down payment, or you don't have the rent for that apartment. Oh, the rent, they may have slashed it. Oh, I can get it. But you don't have enough. We got to be prepared all the time. It's not just an emergency fund, which I call the abundance fund. It's just even our physical and mental status has to be prepared. Jesus came down to prepare us. And a lot of people don't listen. A lot of people don't even pay attention to the New Testament. He came down here to try to write some of the Old Testament. He wasn't throwing it away. He's part of the Old Testament. He was a descendant of those people and those men and women of the Old Testament. But he was trying to explain, because some people didn't get it. Or some people got it and they didn't want to get it. Or some people wanted to rule and they didn't. We got to remember, they didn't like Jesus. Okay, that's how he got in what he was getting into. Okay, the high priest, he was being favored. People were turning towards him like, well, wait a minute. Let me think. Hold up. Is he saying what I'm thinking he's saying? And see, people, the wheels are turning. Okay, same thing. What happened this month with the election? Wheels got to turning. Okay, like, wait a minute. Hold up. I heard more people go, hold up. Asking questions. And people being in the same boat. They were in the same boat in the Bible. They were in a different thing, like things are not working out the way we want. And maybe you're wrong. Can we try something new? We got to think sometime. And it may not be the best path or whatever. And people are trying to analyze you because that thought that you have may not seem right. But we only got one life. And sometimes we have to take risks and not be afraid. Sometimes we got to try something just to get through it. And no, we're not going to come back and cry on anybody's shoulder if it doesn't work out. Because we are children of God. We are strong. we'll find another way, as we've always had. Can you imagine Harriet Tubman with the slaves? How many of them said, no, I'm not going? No. And then told Massa, oh, she's coming. She's coming. Can you imagine how hard that road was? The song she had to sing as she was coming by. Steal away to Jesus. Telling them I'll be back. I'm coming. That's what it meant. It wasn't just a religious song. It was the signal. How hard she had to fight to get the ones that were going to come and the other ones, no, I'm not coming. I'm going to stay right here because they said, how many of those ancestors never made it to now because those people stayed and something happened to them? How many times did other people leave somewhere and somebody said, nope, I'm not going? And you know what? You know they got jealous. You know it went back to that community, the slave community, wherever, country, you know, whatever. Got back. They're doing great. They're doing okay. But people look at you that way. Like I said, you can be in a restaurant. Told you before, you can be a manager, assistant manager. You may not get that much pay. You know, you may be just, you know, now they're doing this hourly pay, you know, like pretending to be a manager thing. And the stores are like, okay, you're going to be assistant manager or manager, and I'm going to pay you $17 an hour. Okay, everybody else is getting 15 or whatever. And you're supposed to be the manager. No, you're supposed to have a salary where you get paid a salary. You know your salary. I get $50,000 a year. I get whatever a year. Not that. With benefits. They want you on monthly because, number one, they can get rid of you real quick. Okay, you really one of the other people, your employees. Number two, you don't have salary status. You know, people with salary status, they got benefits, more vacation time. They know vacation time. Okay, it's not like that. And usually managers, they can be moved from, you know, store to store, wherever they're working at. And they did that. Snuck it in, and people were so, oh, money, oh, I got up a little higher. No, you didn't. That was their sneaky way to not pay out a whole lot of benefits. It was cheaper. It's cheaper to give you $17 an hour or even $15 an hour than sit here and give you benefit status like we got up here in corporate or wherever. And some people figured it out. So what did they do? They left. That's why people leave jobs. They figure something out and it's like, oh, okay, this is not working. This is not going to cut it. I need more money. And you do. We did. A lot of people, that was the battle cry across the world. It wasn't just the United States, it was everywhere. We are broke. Okay, it was a battle cry going across. You know, it was like the United States went down, everybody else was going down. It was like, we're broke. Hello? Is anybody up there? Is anybody paying attention to us? And then telling us, oh no, you're not broke. Oh, inflation's okay. Oh, the groceries went down a little bit this week. And in the meantime, you're looking at the eggs at $5.99 for 12. The gas went down. I told you about for 2 weeks. And I said, oh, the gas went down. Now, it didn't go down much, but it went down. I knew what I paid in the beginning. You know, I was running like $25. And then all of a sudden, I was up at $55. And then it came down to $30. I knew what I paid the first time when I had my car. You had to watch and think what was going on. But people do things, and you have to take care of you. I told you, protect your heart. You're the one living in your house. Nobody else is living in your house but you and your family. And you may be by yourself and you're trying to struggle and just pay bills. It may just be you and your husband. You're tired of the debt. You're tired of all this stuff, and you're trying to get through. Been there, done that. Okay, I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to pay off the house. Okay, just going slowly, doing what I gotta do because my house may be different than yours. Your house may be paid off. You may be trying to get a house. You may be trying to pay the rent. You may be just trying to pay your utilities this week. You may not have enough to pay that electric bill or the gas bill. You got a shut-off notice. Things aren't working right. And you're blaming yourself. But it's not all your fault. We had some big obstacles that we were flying over and nobody was helping us. Nobody paid attention to us. We were just here. Middle class and working, we were just propping up everybody and nobody heard us. I think they heard us. It was like, oh no, we got our own agenda, right? You got your own agenda. You're wealthy. You live in a mansion. You're in a house. Da-da-dee-da-dee. You can fly all across the country, across the world. But we have nothing. And that was the battle cry I heard every time I would go out. I was with the homeless. Homeless, all they were trying to do was find a sandwich. I was out there just, taking care of them, getting them, trying to get them into shelter, housing, whatever. But hearing from other people that were working with me, I can barely make it. I was raising the people that work with me. I was raising their salary so they could get going. And a lot of companies were not. What were they doing? Firing people. They're still firing people. But we can't let that happen. Okay, if that happens, we got to keep going. We have to save money. Do you know that the Bible, I just got 5 verses that the Bible tells you about money. Because next year I told you we got to go full force. It's the year. Okay, 2025 is going to be big, and you're going to make it big, or you're just going to sit there and not do anything. You may have to work a little more, but make 2025 your biggest thing. It's the golden year. In the Bible, I'm going to give you, there's 5 verses. Make sure I wrote them down. I'm looking at my left side of my eye. You're like, okay, did write them down so I can remember. Okay, number 1. Spend less than you earn. That's in Proverbs 13:11. Spend less than you earn. I'm just, summarizing regular English. And you can go in there and da-da-dee. But the Bible tells you, spend less than you earn. Proverbs 13:11. Okay? Number 2, it tells you to create a budget. You know where? Luke 14, verses 28 through 30. You can do a budget. You can fit it together. You don't have to do this old fancy budget with all these papers and this and that. Plan, do what you got to do, right? Number 3, save. Genesis 41, 48 to 54. Sometimes you got to read between the lines of the Bible to pick some of this stuff up, but you can. The Bible will even tell you how to bake a cake. It's got so many things in there to tell you what to do. The next one, make good investments and build wealth. Proverbs 13:22. Now this is, find you a Bible or go online, whatever you need to do. But make good investments. That could be savings. That could actually be investing in stock. You're building wealth for the future. And the last one, no get rich schemes. Don't be listening to folks. Okay, especially little Bobby Boo down there. I got a good thing you can invest in. I got the car you can buy, and the car falls apart. You're still investing in this car, the get rich scheme. Okay, just do normal things. That's in Proverbs 28:20. Get away from the get rich schemes. Okay, they're online, they're over here, they email you. No, okay, we are not here to take care of the world. You take care of yourself and the world will come follow you along, okay? We need to quit taking care of everybody else. Some of you guys got to take care of yourself. Do what you have to do to gain wealth. We're gaining wealth, okay? We are saving. So here we are. It's almost time for Disney. Oh, okay. So here we are, and we will, oh, that fell out of there. It didn't fall. I think I took them out and then condensed them and put it back. All right, here we go. And some of them feel like they're still out. Here we go, and I think I got $85. Don't quote me. I got $85 in prop money, and I'll move it to the Disney Christmas thing. So here we go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, go in there. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we see if we can find something on here. So I got 5. So we're going to do $10 on this one, because I have no change with the prop money. Okay, here we go again. Here we go. 2, 1, and 2 tickets. Best Disney ever. Okay, we got 5. We got 4. Let's see, 9. I don't see any 5s, so we're doing two 5s instead of that, but that is okay. Because more money, and if I don't get done, it's still going in there. 3, 4, and 5. Vacay mode, the hotel. Okay, what do we got here? So I do have a 50, but see if we got something close to 5, or I can figure this out. Let's see. Let's do 5, 10, 15, 20. Do we have a 20? We got an 18. Well, you know what? We'll take the 50. How's that? Maybe I can do it. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 30. So we'll do the 30. I just saw it and it left. Okay. Who is next? Let me get this behind here, because I'll be putting in the wrong envelope and then recounting it going, that don't look right. I know it won't be right. Okay, number 3. 1, 2, and 3 again. No, 3. Not again, it's you. Tinkerbell. All right, I see a 1 and 4. So we'll do that. 1 and 4. And that'll be 5. Who's next? 7. That's 5, 6, and 7. That's vacay mode again. See back here. So let's see what we got. that can add up with 5, probably 10, 50, but I got a 50. Make it easy, 50. I just put it up there extra in case I needed it. Okay. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, dining. And that's 2 5s, or is there a 5 on there? Nope, I see 10. That's okay. Get it filled up. Finish out the year. Right? All right, 3. 1, 2, and 3, which is, I see Tinkerbell. And that one is, I see 6, I see a 5. I see a 5. Okay. 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is special events. Which they have a lot of special events. So let's see what we got. Oh, there's a 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Yeah. How about a 1? No. Okay. 8, 9, 10. We'll just do this. All right, so there's 2 5s there. And we got 1 5, so let's see what we can land on to get that. 5 out the way. Number 1. We didn't even pull out number 1 yet. Okay. Do we got a 5 on here? Yep. It worked out, peeps. Okay, we are finished with that. Have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Do something fun. Don't sit there and I can't do anything. You know, look for something free if you have to. I used to look all the time for free. They used to have a paper every Thursday, and they had all these events, and I would circle all the free things that the kids and I could go to. Every Thursday, I just waited on the paper. I would get this one paper at the store on Thursday so I could see what was in there, and it would cover the whole weekend. You know, it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we would just circle it. Where are we going? What are we doing? You know, so find some free events. You know, my kids still talk about that now. You know, that now it's online, but they talked about you always found something fun to do, and then when they went back to school, oh, we did this, we did that, and the other kids were going, oh, we just stayed home. You know, no, nothing was going on, and all ours was free, you know, but you had fun, and they remember that, and we still do it every once in a while. It's not like that much, but we're all working. That's what the problem is, but it's not a problem to work. Matter of fact, it's the way to gain wealth, right? So don't look at your job as I'm going to work, unless you're having issues and maybe you need to fix it. Okay, maybe you need to fix it. You know, you'll think about it. But take care. Enjoy yourself. I am praying for you. Blessings, blessings, blessings all over for all of you listening to me. Take care. Enjoy yourself. If you need the abundant wealth check, it's in my Etsy shop, or you need to make your own. That's all right. I'm blessing that again. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.